Hey everybody, welcome to the channel today. My name is Mistwalker R1. I'm a variety streamer over on Twitch, and today we're going to be talking about the 10 things that you need to know to get started here on Twitch. So let's jump right on into it here. So, like I said, guys, my name is Mistwalker R1. I do stream over on Twitch. I am a full-time streamer. I stream 5 days a week, 9 hours a night here. I started streaming about 3 years ago. About a year into it, I was able to make a dream and a passion of mine and turn that into a full-time career. And with that, we have a lot of people that come into the community, both when we're live and, over on social media and everything else like that, that ask, what do I need to get started? What is this? They're curious about that kind of stuff. So we figured we'd start a video here to talk about that with you guys. And go through just kind of a list of things that you guys need to know and need to have just to get started on Twitch. First thing here that you guys need is time. Stream is very, very time consuming, and if you want to have growth here and any kind of growth on the platform and stuff like that, you need to make sure that you have a lot of time to be able to do this too. I've worked here harder at this job than I have any other job and put so much time into this here and grown a lot from that, but you need to come into it with real expectations and knowing that just hitting going live button here is not going to necessarily give you the growth there. When I first started, I thought, hey, I play games 2-3 hours a night when I get off work every night. I'll just hit that going live button. We'll start growing. We'll start growing. That was not the case. That's not necessarily how it works. Maybe it has for other people, but that definitely wasn't my path here to streaming. So you definitely need to make sure that you have some time set aside to be able to do a lot of things, not only just stream and play games, but also to manage things like social media and stuff like that too. And we'll get into that down the list here as we go along. So the first thing here, make sure you guys have time to be able to do that. Get yourselves a schedule that you guys can work around with your job and stuff like that. If you guys are working part-time or full-time, if it's 3-4 hours a night after you guys get done with work, or longer than that if you guys want. Like I said, I do stream full-time here, so I stream 5 days a week, 9 hours a night. That's a lot of time. That's very exhausting, and it can wear down on you. But there's plenty of people that have success doing 2-3 days a week and stuff like this too, for only 3 to 4 hours at a time, or maybe 5 hours at a time like that. You don't necessarily have to do 5 days a week, 6 days a week. When I very first went full-time, I was not ready to go full-time, and I streamed 6 days a week, 12 hours a day, because I was like, I need to have this time here. I need to be able to do that. And that did pay into, some of the success that I've had here also, but it's very exhausting, and I do not recommend that for anybody. So first thing here, take a look at time. Time there, you guys are going to have that. The second thing that you guys are going to want to work on is a username. What do you guys want your name to be on Twitch? I chose Mistwalker R1. It was an old gamer tag that I had, and I liked the name and stuff like that. And I knew that I was going to be able to turn that into sort of a branding in the future if this really took off, if this is really what I loved doing. I would stay away from things with numbers and like threes and stuff in it. Obviously I have a 1 in my name here too, but I knew I wanted to use the R1 as logo here and as a branding for a lot of our stuff here. And as we get further in the video, you'll kind of see some of the stuff here with our R1 involved and all that kind of stuff here too. So pick a username that's going to be good. You may have to come up with a bunch of different ones because some may be taken and stuff like that too, but stay away from like the XX, Ultimate Killer XX, different things like that. Make something that's very appealing to people, that is, you're going to be able to turn into some branding here into the future too. If this takes off and winds up being something that you guys are doing for a career, or even as a hobby on the side, but it's very, very professional at that point when you guys are doing that kind of stuff here too. So the third thing here, and that follows right after the username, here is having a theme for your channel. Maybe you pick a name, it's, I don't know, Elephant Bro, or I don't know, something like that. And then your theme has elephants on it, and trunks here and there, and different elephant things, and you have elephant noises on your stream. I don't know, something for a theme there. With my theme here, we're called the Mistwalker Diaries. So when we're going about things, here we do have a little page that turns over for a transition screen for you guys. We do have the border as we have here for you guys too, with the book that's right there that's opened up that has the R1 and stuff like that for you guys too, that we're going about here and worked into our branding, into our theme for these kind of things here on the channel. So make sure you look at sort of doing a theme when you're going along with thinking about your guys's names. Here on the list is going to be you guys are going to need a streaming software to be able to use here. So myself, I actually use OBS. Right here, this is OBS, and this is what I stream from. If you guys are going to be streaming from a PC, you guys will need to pick up a software to stream from. I use OBS because there's a lot of things that you can do here and put into this and customize yourself, and I like the full customization here that I have for OBS. And you can find OBS very easily over here at obsproject.com. You guys can find OBS Studio, download that, and go through that kind of thing. Maybe look up a few tutorials for yourselves on how to get things started and adding things to your stream over here. But this isn't the only one that you guys can use. OBS feels a little more advanced when you guys have known a lot of stuff here and get into the swing of things, and you feel like you can do these things by yourself and add a bunch of things here. Picking up OBS is a great option, but that's not the only place that you can get things. There is streamlabs.com, where you guys can also find what they call Streamlabs OBS, or Slobs over there. Slobs is very new, user friendly for everybody coming onto the platform and stuff like that. It's also great for experienced streamers and stuff like that too. You guys will be able to add different things like overlays and different things to your channel, and very easily directly from the site itself. So either one of those are very great areas to pick up for you guys. The thing is you would use OBS and Slobs if you guys are on, let's say PC and stuff like that too. If you guys are getting started through a console, let's say PlayStation or Xbox and stuff like that, you guys won't need OBS or anything else like that, but you will need to go directly through their program that's on there. I believe it's an app. There's like a Twitch app that you can go and directly broadcast from there. You guys won't be able to add fancy stuff to the stream and everything else like that through that process until you wind up getting, a PC to stream from. So next option there for you guys is the software there. So as we were discussing OBS and Slobs with you guys, we were talking about graphics and designs and different things like that here too, which leads us right into the next thing on our list here, and that is your guys's graphics, getting some graphics for your channel. One of the best things to be able to do here is, like I said, Slobs is a very new user-friendly platform for you guys. So if you guys wind up getting Slobs, they have all of these different things there on Slobs to be able to set up things like this. How I have the border here, this is our camera border right here for you guys, and how the little animation that goes on down here and stuff like that too, and setting up different things like that to make your stream a little more eye appealing and different things like that too, and getting some graphics to go along with this stuff. If you guys don't feel like you want to use slobs or anything else like that, and use their free ones that they have there, and eventually, you know, kind of like work towards your own theme and that kind of stuff and upgrade to there, you can always hire a graphic designer to be able to do that stuff for you. I actually hired a graphic designer to be able to do the stuff that is on my stream here. So the border that you guys see right here, you know, the animation that's done there too, and different things like that, they were all done here from a graphic designer too. Alrighty guys, so the next thing on the list here is we're going to look for a software that you guys want to use to be able to stream from, to set up things like your notifications and different things like that too. I myself personally use a mix between Streamlabs and Stream Elements. You can go to streamlabs.com or streamelements.com. I'll put the links down below there for you guys, and you guys can set up the stuff on your channel to be able to have things like notifications when people follow the channel, people come in with bits and different things like that too, once you guys have hit, you know, affiliate status and stuff like that. So you want to look into which one that you guys want to go for. I personally use a mix of the two because of I like certain things on one platform and I like certain things on the other. I know a lot of people go with one or the other, but like I said, I do a little bit a mix of both. So definitely check those out, streamelements.com or streamlabs.com. So the next thing on our list here is going to be notifications. You guys are going to want to set up some notifications through one of the softwares that you guys decided to pick earlier, whether it was Stream Elements or Stream Labs. Now these notifications are going to be used to signify like when somebody follows, when somebody hosts, when somebody raids, when somebody subs, when somebody gives bits, or different things like that on your guys' channel. You can set these up with stuff that's unique to you. You can set them up with things like memes and different things like that too. For myself, I actually have it set up so that, you know, we have very unique ones. And this goes back to the graphic stuff that you guys had done. You don't need over the top stuff like this as you're getting started and things like that. You can pick the ones through, let's say, slobs, through Streamlabs OBS. You guys can set up through Streamlabs they're customized ones, and when you pick those up and you set them up for your theme and stuff like that, they will have a theme for these different things over here, like bits or hosts or raids and different things like that. So for an example for these kind of things here is we do have something like this. When somebody on the channel gives a large amount of bits here, we have a big notification that pops up, and you know, this happens when they bring in bits here. So, and that would look something like this.
These are some test biddies.
That's really, really cool. Those are really awesome, really cool things that you can add to your channel. And that, like I said, would be for a large bit stuff like that too. They have pre-made ones for you guys on Streamlabs to be able to do that. You can hire a graphic designer. There are sites that do have free ones, or you can buy a small package for those kind of there. The next one here on the list is you don't necessarily need this to get started, but the next thing is a webcam. So when getting started on here, there are a lot of people that are successful without webcams. They have really great voices. Their personality is carried over through their actions, through their voice and different things like that as they're streaming. Or let's say somebody that's really, really good at like first-person shooters, or that's like in a thing like Overwatch League or something like that, and they stream, and they're really great with projecting their emotions through their voice. And you can still be very successful doing that. But from my personal experience, I do not have a great voice like this. So when people go into wanting to see most streams, they want to see the reactions of someone from their webcam, what's going on, what's their reactions to the game. And that gives you, you know, more of a connection with you and your community that you're going to grow as you get started here on Twitch. So picking up a webcam would be a fantastic idea to get started. I definitely put it on the list here for you guys. You can set it up so that you have a really nice, you know, looking background or things like that. You can look into getting green screens and stuff. those aren't necessary, but definitely pick up a webcam. When I got started, the webcam that I wound up having was literally just like a $10 USB webcam. There was a little computer shop up the store. Like I said, this was about 3 years ago. There's a little computer shop up the store. I just went and bought a $10 webcam. I taped it to the top of the monitor that I had as I got started. I had tilted it down. It was like counterbalancing itself so that it could look at me. It wasn't the greatest quality, but I got started. And that's how I went into things. And then eventually upgraded to better cameras and stuff like that too. When you guys are getting started here, you guys can always go that route, or you guys can look into things like the Logitech series. The next camera that I wound up upgrading to was a Logitech C920. That's a very great starting one. It's very cheap, really fantastic. I would definitely look into possibly picking that up as your first camera. Like I said, this is not necessary or anything else like that, but it's definitely fantastic, and a lot of people want to be able to action. So go pick up yourselves a camera to get started here. Now, the next one on the list here for you guys is going to be a microphone. You're going to want to have people hear you. You're going to want to have them hear your reaction to things, your thoughts, what's going on in the game, and different things like that too. You know, if somebody just shows up, there's just nothing but just the game that's on there. There's, you know, they can't hear you. No reaction or interaction with the community and somebody showing up to watch your stream. Then most likely, you know, 9 times out of 10, somebody is just gonna leave the channel there. You know, if they want to just go watch some gameplay footage and stuff like that too, they'd probably go somewhere like YouTube here and different things like that, just to watch the gameplay, you know. And somebody, just no talking or anything else like that, they could just watch the game itself. So definitely get yourself some microphone. There's some very cheap options. When I started, I had just a headset with just a mic that was on there. It was a broken, cracking headset that was like taped and like falling off the side. Not great audio quality or anything else like that, but I got started with that and worked up from there. There's great options on Amazon. You guys can look into some cheap microphones. I first started with the headset one. I then moved to a condenser microphone, which was in a cheap package that came with a phantom power supply that I was used to power my microphone and things like that. And it was, I think, $100 for both of them combined, and it had pretty good quality. It came with this arm that you guys see right here, and I still use this arm to this day. I've upgraded from that microphone to another one right here, which is a little more expensive. But yeah, at least make sure to get yourself a microphone so that people can hear you while you're streaming. Last thing on this list, and this one is very important, is to make sure you are on social media. Make sure that you have stuff set up on Twitter, stuff set up on Instagram, stuff set up on YouTube, stuff set up on Facebook. You don't need all of these platforms. I myself am now just branching out into YouTube here after a few years because of the times that I stream. It's made it very difficult making a lot of videos on my days off and editing those videos myself. But I am present on social media, which you guys can find at MistWalkerR1, so twitter.com/MistWalkerR1. I am on Instagram, which is instagram.com/MistWalkerR1. You guys can find me there. I keep up on those platforms so that people know where they can find me, what's going on, things that are happening outside of the stream. And like, let's say I go on a trip somewhere, you know, I talk about the trip that's happening for there, you know, things that happen in the house. People like to keep up with what's going on in some of their favorite streamers. So I make sure to post on those platforms. So you're going to want to know those. And you're going to want to have those platforms out there. That way people can, 1, know where to find you, 2, getting your name out there on as many platforms as possible increases your chances of people getting to know you, get to see clips of your channel, because, you know, Twitch is a big area. Twitch is a big platform, and there's a lot of people that stream on there. So the more places that you can be seen, the better. So make sure to get those. Pick up Instagram, Twitter, maybe dive into some YouTube for yourself over there too after you've got things started. But make sure you're out there. Make sure you're on those social medias. Hey guys, I really do appreciate you guys coming on in here. This was actually my first series to my first YouTube series here for these types of videos. I know a lot of people have asked some of this stuff here as we've been streaming and stuff like that too, on how to get started, what you need to know to get started. And so we've decided to do our very first one here. It'd be really awesome if you guys could check out the Twitch, come on over. I stream Tuesday through Saturday from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So the Night Crew, we're the Night Owls. We're a bunch of vampires over there at, like I said, twitch.tv/MistWalkerR1. Definitely come check those out. And if you guys could do me a huge favor, if you guys could leave down below here, some comments and stuff like that on what we can improve on these videos. Like I said, this is my first video here doing this kind of stuff like that, and putting this kind of information out there, and going about this process and everything else too. So, let me know, guys. Let me know down below what you guys like, what you guys don't like, how we can improve here on the video and things like that, what you guys think we can improve on. I'd really appreciate it. Alrighty, guys, we'll see you on our next video. We're going to have a few more like this, bringing you guys hints, tips, and tricks, needs to knows, all those different kind of things. So, catch you on the next one. Peace out, Cub Scout.